Happening now, protest leaders in Egypt are calling for 1 million people to take to the streets tomorrow. They're demanding the resignation of President Hosni Mubarak. It's been nearly a week now since the anti-government protests broke out. Egypt's military says it won't use force against the protesters, but it is urging them not to damage property or do anything to harm security. Americans in Cairo say the airports are packed with people trying to leave. Nearly 2,400 Americans are asking for U.S. government evacuation flights, and more than 220 have already left. One of those was a Tampa woman who said she got out just before the weekend demonstrations began. She spoke to our Rebecca Medina about what she saw in Egypt. Rebecca, was she affected by any of the violence there?
Wendy, Jeraldine Williams-Shaw told me the tour guides did a very good job of keeping them away from all of that. But she knew things were getting dangerous, and she's glad to be home.
Her vacation was supposed to be about the pyramids, riding camels, and running a marathon. But just days after Jeraldine Williams-Shaw began taking in the wonders of Egypt, her trip took a scary turn.
The police were in place, and I could see them along the roadsides, even out in the suburban areas.
She said tour guides cut evening shopping and made modifications to their schedules. She stayed glued to the news and was ready to get home.
The people on the street, when asked why they were protesting, initially they couldn't say. And I observed that there was not a leader of the protest.
But a local expert on Middle Eastern studies at the University of South Florida told me he believes the opposition knows exactly what they want, and that is a new Egypt without President Hosni Mubarak.
He is a dead man walking. And a lot of people believe now the real question is not whether he is going to survive, but when he is going to step down and under what condition.
And though the chaos will likely grow in coming months, Professor Mohsen Milani believes this is a time of hope for Egypt.
It is a time of great opportunities, but Egypt, like any other country, if they don't play this right, that opportunity can become a nightmare.
He said this is an exciting time for what he believes is a central player in the Arab Islamic world. Jeraldine agrees, and she says when she returns to Egypt, it'll be with her grandson.
Jeraldine's flight was delayed for hours, but she finally got home safe and sound. This was her second trip to Egypt. As for Professor Milani, he said for the next few months, all eyes will be on Egypt.